Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Call Sheet Confessions. I'm your host, Mia LePage, and today I have my friend here. He works in digital production as the studio utility and camera operator at Fox Sports. He also has his own freelance production company called JB Productions, and he's also a Temple alum. Go Owls. I have my friend Josh Boro on the podcast.
Whoa.
Welcome, Josh.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
I'm so excited to have you.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? We're finally here.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Also, you might notice I'm a little blonder. I have sparkly nails. The birthday services and prep have started, so a little different today. But where did we meet, Josh? Do you remember how we met?
I don't think we met till we were both in LA.
Exactly.
If that's right. But I always knew who you were at Temple.
Yeah.
So I would just like see your viral videos, I feel
Yeah.
like. And I think you did the LA semester program, maybe the semester after me or 2 semesters after me.
Yeah.
And then just being, the networker that I tried to be. I see someone else that went to Temple here. Let's, reach out, connect, and been friends ever since.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think, that Temple connection of both doing the semester away and deciding to move here post-grad, I think, we were able to connect through that, which is pretty cool.
There's owls everywhere. So any chance to connect with people, especially when you're only a couple semesters apart in college, you always got to take that opportunity.
Exactly. So how did you get started? What were you like as a kid? What interests did you have?
What was I like as a kid? I don't know. Ask my parents, I guess.
If you were to ask them, how would they describe you as a kid?
I don't know. Pretty well behaved. Like, I don't know. Rule follower. No, I had a really great childhood. I played a lot of sports. I had a lot of creative outlets.
Yeah, so you enjoyed sports as a kid. Mm-hmm. You played sports and you work in sports now.
Yeah.
So how is that how you knew you wanted to be involved in sports? When were you like, okay, I want to get involved in this in like a production way or a media way?
I think I was always sort of fascinated by sports production and like the camera work behind it. But that really didn't develop more till college, I feel like. But yeah, just growing up, I was always fascinated with cameras in general outside of sports too. So my dad would always have a camcorder or a digital camera and bring it to graduations or like school plays or whatnot. And I would always just run it around the house and shoot with it and make silly little videos. And I guess I've always just kind of had a good eye for operating a camera.
Yeah.
It was always just something I enjoyed to do. So
that's so fun.
Yeah.
So did your dad teach you how to use cameras, or how did you start like learning how to film, capture angles, editing?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, he's definitely the first person that introduced me to like holding a camera. Because we would just have cameras in our house.
Yeah.
But nothing crazy. I mean, I love my dad, but he doesn't know anything about camera angles or how to shoot a video.
Right.
But yeah, that all. I mean, I'm just self-taught when it comes to that sort of thing. And I guess it really started in like middle school, just like making skits and dumb YouTube videos with friends, running around our neighborhood, on our bikes, just filming little like vlogs and videos and sketches and just learning by doing, really.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a hobby at first, having fun with friends, filming things. I would do like the same thing, like teach my friends dances or like do like fake like news broadcasts.
Yeah,
and
we
things.
did a lot of like fake news reports.
Yes.
Had my friend get run over by a car with like a fake. There was an app that used to like you could take a video of like a real video and then it would edit it. It would take like an hour to edit and it would be like a fake car crash. And we thought it was the funniest thing ever. We're like, this is so cool. It looks so real. Looking back, it's like you could do crazy things now. But
I was gonna say it was like pre-AI.
Yeah, we're like, oh my gosh, we're editors. We're doing like VFX. We thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But it was just dumb. Silly little videos to have a creative outlet and waste our time away.
So it started as a hobby. When did you know it was something you wanted to take seriously?
Probably in high school, because my mom would set me up with a lot of her friends and work through the synagogue that I grew up in. So I started, editing videos for them. And then I just enjoyed learning how to edit through that and learning how to shoot things and getting better technical skills. And it kind of opened up the idea to me that I could turn that into a career.
Yeah.
And kind of just been following that passion ever since.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
And then, so you started your own freelance production company called JB Productions. When did that idea come into play? Starting your own business, it's hard.
It sounds a lot more impressive than it really is.
No, it's impressive.
And I don't know. It's honestly just a way for me to freelance and do business as a freelance videographer, photographer. But it was never really like a full-fledged business. Everything was always just me.
Yeah.
But it really allowed me to learn that way. Yeah, it was just a way to like make some extra money in high school.
Yeah. And to start gaining experience doing
Yeah, and
what you
I
want to
enjoyed
do.
it, you know. It was something to do after school when I didn't have homework or, you know, on the weekends. But it was never like a thing I was focused on full time. It was always just like, oh, something comes up. Oh, someone needs, you know, headshots done. Oh, we'll give them Josh. Well, you know.
Yeah.
And it was always just, you know, word of mouth, and people would hear like, oh, you shot graduation photos for my kid. Like, can you shoot this bat mitzvah video for my daughter? Like that sort of thing.
What do you think is the most important thing in getting booked again and like spreading through word of mouth? Like, what do you feel like, what skills do you need to have, or like what is the most important thing?
I think you just have to deliver on your promises. I mean, at that time when I was like freshman, sophomore in high school, I just wanted to like put out a good product and like make the clients happy.
Yeah.
Because I was still learning myself, and like I wasn't charging a lot because I was still learning, and like that's kind of just how it works when you're that young, because you don't have all the necessary equipment and the skills per se. So yeah, I was just always trying to make them happy, whether it was doing extra edits or, you know, going the extra step, giving them photos on top of what was promised.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
So like going the extra mile in customer service is
Yeah,
what
I think
gets you
that's
rehired.
very important. Yeah, you never want anyone to be disappointed. So
Right.
whether that was me working for free or just, you know, going the extra mile, not getting paid to do so, it's just, you know,
Yeah.
I wanted them to be happy with the product.
Yeah, you want that good feedback, like positive testimonials.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it made me feel good too. Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like I can do this and I can make money, and they're really happy, and everyone was always so supportive.
That's great.
And it was always, you know, it was always being honest and upfront with them. Like, look, I'm still young. I'm still like a freshman in high school,
Yeah.
but I can edit this video for you. Like, it might take this long, but like you'll get it and you'll be happy with it. I'll do as many edits as you want. So there's power and transparency in that way, I would say.
And I think it's cool too, like using your network and your resources. Like it seems like some of your first clients were you met through the synagogue. And like I think that's a good advice for people to take if they want to start something. Like talk to the people that you see on a weekly basis or daily basis could become customers, you know?
Yeah.
Like spreading, like telling people about your idea and what you want to do, and just like starting like kind of close to you before spreading outwards, I feel like is actually a really good thing to think about.
Yeah, you never know when an opportunity for work can arise. You can meet someone in public, on the street, in the grocery store. Like,
right.
You know, everyone's got graduations. Everyone's got, you know, first day of school photos.
Yeah.
Celebrations, events. So
Yeah.
you just always keep an open mind when you're meeting people, and that applies to everyone at every stage of their career, I feel like.
Yeah. So you started JB Productions while you were still in school. How did you balance, you know, running your own company while also going to school?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard because like I wasn't doing a whole lot. Like, again, it sounds a lot more impressive than it is, but it was really just like when gigs would pop up, I would take them if I could. If not, I just wouldn't take them.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just as simple as that. I've always put a focus on academia at the same time. So like if something were going to interfere with a class or with, you know, schoolwork that I had, I would, you know, weigh the options and see which was more important to prioritize at that particular time in my life. But yeah, I feel like it's just different for everyone. If it's going to help further you in your career, then definitely take those opportunities. But if it's going to make you have to cram for a test, you know, with an hour to go, it's not worth your time to make $50, $100.
And I think it's really important to know when to say no and to prioritize that balance, because if you try to take on too much and put too much on your plate, then you can actually do well. It's not only going to be hard for you, it's going to be tough for the customer. Like then both people are going to be stressed out, you know? So
I will say though, there are times where I have said no and I've regretted it. So there is, you know, there's a fine line between, you know, take every opportunity you can if you can.
Yeah.
But like, for example, one of my, I think it was maybe the start of junior year, I was taking a producing class at Temple.
Okay.
And I had somehow got connected to a production manager on the Netflix shoot Hustle, the Adam Sandler movie that was shooting in Philly.
Yeah.
And they like wanted me to be a COVID like PA, some sort of assistant, because it's still like COVID-y times. And I was so excited. And then they finally get back to me about the date of which they need me to be like a day player for them. And it was on the day of the first day of classes. And I did not want to miss the first day of that producing class.
Oh.
So I said no, and I regret it because we were just like
done it.
I know. Trust me, I feel like such an idiot. The first day,
it's like silly week, like syllabus week.
Yes.
Like they're not.
Yes, I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a good student. Well, I should have taken that.
Yeah. But you knew what your priorities were. Like, you really wanted to produce, so you were like, I'm going to be the star student in that class. Like,
yeah, I was like, I just don't want to make a bad impression. I don't want to miss, first day of class. It's not a good look.
Which is true and fair, but yeah, that's interesting.
Like that, if any professor would have understood, it was the producing professor who was like, take every opportunity you can. It's like,
yeah. Dang. So speaking about academics, how did you land on Temple University and your major, and like how did Temple shape you?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to be close to home. I'm from South Jersey, so like 30-minute drive to get home. So that was a big factor for me for sure. I knew being in Philly would provide a lot of opportunities for me as well, as opposed to like a college town where there's not much else outside of the college itself, which I was able to take advantage of. But yeah, I mean, I really liked the Temple Film program. There were a lot of big names to come out of that program as well, famous directors and actors. So I had a good reputation, and yeah, I'm very happy with the decision.
Yeah. So outside of classes, what clubs did you get involved in?
What clubs? I tried a couple different clubs, couple different film clubs. None of them really stuck.
Okay.
But I did get to meet some good friends from them.
That's good.
But like I would try out like a film club, and we would do like a 24-hour film competition where you're just like going straight for 24 hours and like figuring everything out on the spot. So that was really fun, but I don't think I ever went to any other event after that.
Yeah, some of the clubs, like, especially as a freshman trying to join, they won't really like give you like a big role. So you're kind of like, okay, I'm going to these meetings, but like, am I even really a part of this club? Like, it doesn't feel like you're like in it.
Yeah.
But that 24-hour thing is really cool, and I'm sure that was great experience for what you do now.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to meet a lot of great people doing that. But yeah, I also started college during like the thick of COVID. So I was like a freshman in 2020. And so that was really hard in itself. So the clubs weren't really meeting. There weren't a lot of collaborative opportunities at the time.
Which is like production
which
is
for
so
film school is like the thing to go for.
Right.
So yeah, that was definitely an interesting time, but it did allow me to kind of learn all aspects in production, in the sense that I'm kind of doing everything myself.
Yeah.
Not working with a crew, not working with a producer, director, writer, editor. You're kind of just getting thrown into the deep end, doing everything yourself.
Right.
Which was stressful, but it's the best way to learn.
I agree.
I stand by that. I think everyone should learn how to do some sort of project by themselves.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be on a big scale, but like, use the resources available to you, and you can make a lot happen.
Yeah, I think like learning every aspect of what the business that you want to go in is so important. Like, I loved being talent in college, and still do, but I took like classes about like how to use cameras, like how to operate cameras and mics and teleprompters.
Yeah, it's
and
good
like,
to know.
It just is.
Yeah.
And even as a dancer, like I also worked as a PA. Like I understand the back end too. I understand what they need on their end, what we need on our end. It just makes you more well-rounded as a whole to then go into the entertainment industry. The more you know, the better, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. So what do you think was like the most important thing you took away from Temple that helps you in your career now?
I mean, probably just the student jobs I had, and the resources that were provided to me during my time at Temple. I would say the one student worker job I had was working with the ESPN crew for Temple Athletics, which really, made me fall in love with live production and sport.
Yeah.
And yeah, I credit that experience a lot to how I got to Fox Sports and what I do now in my daily life. But yeah, that was an opportunity that I kind of had to seek out on my own, because they don't really advertise that to the greater Temple network.
Yeah.
But I knew going into my sophomore year that I wanted to work in sports production, whether it was on the creative team, on the media side for like the Instagram reels and all that stuff, or the live broadcast. I was open to anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to work in sports production.
I think that's important too, is just being open.
Yeah.
Like when I first, had the opportunity to be a PA, I had never thought of being a PA ever, but I'm so glad I did. And I loved it. And then it led to more work. And like just being, if you want to do something specifically, that's great. But I think, you got to get your foot in the door. You got to find a way in, and like just to say yes and just take opportunities, I think is important.
For sure.
being open to like, I'll do this, I'll do that. I just want to be a part of this project.
Literally,
like,
I'm like, I will do anything. Like, I will get you guys waters. I will like bring in the pizza. I will do whatever. I just want to work and learn from you guys.
Yes.
But funny story, actually, the way I got that job was I found the like director of video production on Twitter.
Wow.
Who had a very big, not a very big Twitter page, but he had a Twitter presence that I was able to find because I would look on like the Temple directories and I couldn't find any contacts for like, you know, athletics or to get in the door at that area.
Yeah.
So I found this guy on Twitter and I just shot him a DM like as a freshman in college. I'm like, hey, do you have any openings? Like, I just love to help out.
Yeah.
And then I think like took him a couple weeks to get back to me, but once he did, it was like the next day I was like on the field at like a Temple soccer game shooting a camera that I had never, you know, operated before.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, you got to be open-minded and you got to make opportunities for yourself, especially in college, because I feel like for me that's really what I focus on.
Yeah. And having that like courage and initiative to cold pitch yourself, that's so important. Yeah. And people underestimate that, or people are scared to do that. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable thing. Like, I'm just messaging this random person, this big director, like, I don't know. But you never know. And I always, like, the worst that someone can say is no.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So just shoot your shot. Go for it, you know? And yeah, interestingly enough, too, there was, you know, even the Temple semester program wasn't, like, widely promoted, at least in my, because I was in the media school. I think in the film school, because it runs through the film school, it's more promoted.
Yeah.
But I had no idea about that. But like getting close with my professors and talking to them about what I want to do, they, like Luann Khan told me about that program. Mm-hmm. I would have never known about it. Like putting yourself out there and like taking the initiative to find things and opportunities yourself and make opportunities for yourself is super important.
Yeah, because nothing's going to be handed to you, especially in this industry. Like you got to be a go-getter. You got to be a high achiever. You got to create these opportunities for yourself.
Totally, yeah. Yeah. So then how did you land your job currently?
So I applied to the internship program on the Temple LA Study Away program. I applied to like maybe 70 internships prior to that semester.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, I had a whole spreadsheet and everything, keeping track of responses and contacts and all that. Yeah, I was really nervous because we were like 2 weeks out from the program and I didn't have an internship yet. And then I think with like a week to go before flying out here, Fox Sports got back to me and I got accepted to the current team that I'm working on now.
So cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I credit my experience at Temple for helping me build that resume and my skill set to be able to be accepted to that internship. Because I don't think I would have gotten accepted if I didn't have that experience. Right.
So what did you do as an intern to then land a role as a full-time freelancer at Fox Sports?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say there's like one thing in particular that I did, but I'd say just having, you know, the right attitude, obviously, being humble about your experiences. I don't know. I think I was pretty good at observing the work culture and how people operated in our studio and kind of just plugging myself in and helping wherever I could. Yeah. And I think they really saw that and valued that, and they decided to keep me on because of how helpful and how seamless the fit kind of was. Great. And yeah.
Yeah, so kind of just like soaking it all in.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to be an intern because you want to show them that you're qualified and that you belong there, and that you have the skills that it takes. Yeah. But it's so easy to get caught up in, you know, overdoing that. Right. To the point where it can become annoying.
Yeah, or kiss sassy, or people are like, ugh.
Yeah, like you're there as an intern to like do a very specific job. Yeah. Like it should be a learning experience for you, but you should also be, you know, there to help them as well. Yeah. And it's not about you showing off for them, you know. Right. You just want to be helpful and do the job at hand. Yeah. And
make their job easier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I've seen a lot of interns come in and feel the need to show off their skills in a way that just comes off as braggadocious, or, you know, they have a big ego about, they might have had a really cool job in college too, but it's like people that are working professionally in this industry don't care about all that. They want you to be fun to be around. Not necessarily even fun, just okay to be around. Yeah. You just have to be passable. Yeah. Like, just don't be annoying.
Right. Exactly.
And they want you to have the skills, but even if you don't have every single skill that they're looking for, you know, if you're honest about your intentions and, you know, you have a passion for learning, then you could make a career for yourself in this industry. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Working in production, there was one girl who was hired a few days, and then I didn't see her for a while. And I heard one of the production coordinators talking, and someone asked, like, oh, hey, where's, like, so-and-so? And he was like, yeah, I found her annoying. Like, we can't.
No.
Like, because what you just said is so true. Like,
It's
when
a
you're
real
spending
thing, yeah.
12 hours a day with someone, like,
Yeah.
if they're annoying, and they might not really have not done anything wrong. But if you, like you said, you can't just pass and be, like, normal to work with. Like, if you're just, like, it's better to almost be like a fly on the wall, like just to kind of do your duties and like do too much.
I definitely mastered that throughout my career, just not making myself stand out, just being there, doing a good job, working hard, anticipating needs.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to be the standout person. You don't need to be the shining star.
I think anticipating needs, working hard, and being fun to work with are like the three most important things to working in entertainment.
Sure.
Yeah. So, okay, so what does a day in your life look like now in that role? What's on your call sheet?
Oh, gosh. I mean, it really varies depending on the time of year, what sports are going on.
Yeah.
But
you could give us a few different, versions.
I guess a typical day for me would be going into our studio, setting up the production. Most of the time, it's just me out on the floor. So I'm plugging in all the cameras. I'm setting up our lights. I'm making sure our set is clean. I'm getting waters for our talent. I'm making sure our green room is organized. I'm making sure our stage is clean.
Yeah.
And shooting a show. So I'm normally camera operating as well, which can vary depending on what show we're doing at the time. And then other times I'm in the Midwest in a random city, in the pit of an IndyCar race, and I'm operating a camera, and that's fun as well.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of the best of both worlds because I get to travel, I get to be on site for a lot of events.
Yeah.
But I also get to have the peace and calm of the studio shows when there's not a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, and having that like home base here in LA. Yeah. So it's so cool that you get to travel and do what you love to do. I think that's like the dream.
I love it.
And anything. Like, if you get to travel and explore the world and get paid to do what you love to do, like, it doesn't get any better
I love it because I'm 24 years old and I have...
my favorite number. It's my lucky number.
And I have roommates that I get to... I love them, but I get to get out of the house.
Yeah.
I get to, go on the road. All my meals are paid for. I get to see a lot of sporting events, learn about new sports, and... we'll see how long I can do the travel, but for right now, I'm really enjoying it.
So when you do travel, how long is like a travel day or a work day when you're out of town?
We've done 16-hour days. There were times where we worked like 24 hours straight with a 3 a.m. call time.
Wow.
It depends on the scope of the production and what we're actually there to do, but then there are other days where we're just not shooting anything, and then you're just, in a random city.
Yeah. So what helps you get through those long hours?
I mean, having a good crew around you really helps because the people that I'm on the road with are also the same people I work with in the studio. So we all are really close, and we, spend a lot of time together on the road. We eat together. We socialize outside of work on occasion. So that definitely helps, and having, just being able to exit work mode, even though they're still your coworkers, it's nice to kind of just, take a chill and relax.
Yeah, and have that team bonding and camaraderie with the group. But
at the same time, it's like the content we're doing is very thrilling and fun at the same time. So that kind of motivates me through it as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm lucky enough to do what I love to do. So it's like it's fun for me most of the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are days that do feel like work, but most of the time it's pretty exhilarating.
That's so exciting. I imagine.
Yeah, you just grind. You grind through it. You're like, wait, it's 7 p.m. already. I've been up since 4 a.m, and you don't even realize. It's like, how many times did I eat today?
Yeah.
You just lose track of everything.
Yeah, it's that like time flies when you're having fun, and like the adrenaline that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even eat. Like when I would do dance competitions growing up, like by the end of the day I'd be like, oh my god, like I need to have food, but like you're just go. You
just forget.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing.
Yeah. So we're gonna do some hot takes in Hollywood. It's gonna be like a quick lightning round.
Oh gosh, okay.
All right. Live broadcast or pre-produced content?
Live broadcast.
Studio show or on-field event?
Oof. On field.
Cinema camera versus broadcast camera?
Cinema.
Let's touch on that. Why cinema versus broadcast?
Just better. I mean, I don't know. I mean, live, like, broadcast cameras are heavy. They're hard to use. They're just a lot. Cinema cameras are more delicate. There's more skill. It's more technical.
What kind of gear, equipment, and skills if someone wants to do what you want to do, what would you tell them they should learn?
If they want to do what I want to do, you should learn, gosh, I mean, try and learn every aspect of production if you can. But, that's obviously hard to do. But you want to understand how an editor thinks. You want to understand how a cinematographer thinks, how a gaffer thinks, how a producer thinks.
What kind of equipment?
Yeah. I mean...
like the 3 most important pieces of equipment.
I mean, if you want to be a camera operator, you should know how to operate a wide range of cameras. You should learn the camera menus, the tech specs of the cameras. You should learn camera accessories and different types of rigs. I don't know, you should learn about connectivity, I guess, about networking in the sense of like internet networking. Connectivity and sending, live camera signals.
Because I think a lot of people like know what they want to do, but don't know how to get there or what steps to take. So, I think that's great to share. Like, that'll be helpful.
But also, these are all things that, like, I never, like, sat down and said, okay, I'm going to learn about this, like, camera. Yeah. Like, most of the time, it's like, okay, we're shooting on this camera today. It's like, okay, let me figure out how to, set the exposure on this camera that I've never touched before.
Okay, yeah.
And that's been a thing for me, like, since high school and throughout college. The equipment that Temple let us use, I was never familiar with it before it's in front of me for the first time. So
it's being adaptable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and luckily, I've always been pretty tech savvy, so it does kind of come naturally to me. But I could, you just kind of have to learn by doing, I feel like, for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And don't be afraid to, like, ask questions to the people who know things better than you do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, a couple more. Freelance or full-time job?
Oof. Right now, I'll say freelance. I like the flexibility of freelance, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But moving forward, salary would be nice.
Yeah.
We like a job security. Yeah,
definitely.
Job security.
Yep, right there with you. Yeah. Early call time or late wrap?
I'll take early call time.
Early call time? No, that makes sense. I used to be like a late wrap type of gal because I hate getting up early. It's like not how the cycle like that I run on works.
Yeah.
I could be up all night. I like to be up by noon. Like
Oh wow, it's late.
Or like 11.
Okay.
Like, but now I work a 9 to 5 now, so like that
kinda
is
have to be,
becoming my cycle now. But like on set, I used to like the late wrap because I don't have to get there till like later. But then I started volunteering for the 5 a.m. shift.
It's a big change.
Yeah, it's a big change. But because I work a bunch of different jobs, and at the time I was working production, I also worked for Girl Beer. Shout out Girl Beer. And I would like leave set to then go to a Girl Beer demo. And so I would ask for the 5 a.m. so I could be done by 5 p.m. to then go and do a demo. But I actually liked it because then traffic where we were shooting was better around that time than like trying to get there around, noon or midday. And then you're like done. You still have your nights free. Because with production, like your life is just production for that period of time. Yeah. Like I remember I was this guy was trying to take me on a date. It was not happening. Every single time we had it planned, I was like, I have production. Like I would get called in and I was like, not happening. Yeah. Like you're working so much and like it's 12-hour days, so it's really hard to fit anything in. But doing the 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., then it was like, all right, I have like my nights free.
Yeah, you got to find that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important.
Last one, Philly or LA?
That is a loaded question.
I know. I feel like I can't even answer that
Does South Jersey count in Philly? Because that would make a big difference.
Ooh.
Because I tell people I'm from Philly, I'm from South Jersey.
You went to Temple. I feel like you grew up so close and you went to Temple that like it's fair. And you're wearing a Phillies hat. You're a Philly sports fan.
Yeah, I'm repping. I got the Sixers on my bottle. I got the
Eagles. Yes. This is such a cool bottle.
Thank you.
It has everything.
I don't know. I might have to go Philly.
Okay.
But I do love living here. I have a love-hate relationship with LA. So the work is here. The industry is here. The weather's obviously idyllic, so you can't beat it. But
I feel like for all those reasons, I love it here. The only thing is my family's on the other side of the country.
Same for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Philly and South Jersey will always be home.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I'll ever call LA home.
Yeah, when people ask where I'm from, like I wouldn't tell people, ever LA. Like it doesn't matter how long I live here. Like I'm a Philly girl.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do some fact or fiction. So we're going to clear up misconceptions in the sports industry.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. You have to specialize in one role only.
In my opinion, that's not necessarily a fact.
Yeah.
Although it probably would be beneficial if you were to specialize in one role.
Okay.
Especially in the broadcast world, you kind of have to. So I think it could vary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You need connections to break into sports media.
Again, that's tough. Like it depends what stage of the career you're in, but I'd say not always. You know, I sent a cold DM on Twitter, which got me my first college job. So, you know, you just have to seek out those connections. And he didn't know who I was. Yeah, I sent him my resume.
Yeah.
So yeah, not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no creativity in broadcast sports.
That's not true. I mean, broadcast is tough because it's such a specific format, but I'm lucky enough to work on like the digital side of it. So occasionally we'll shoot something that gets aired on broadcast, but the work that I'm doing specifically is way more creative and not so rigid in terms of the structure.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice to have that outlet.
Yeah.
Be able to have your creativity come into play.
But broadcast, I mean, especially at Fox Sports, they do a lot of fun stuff and creative stuff.
Yeah.
Especially on like the NFL Sundays, they do like 45-second sketches. Well, they'll like, you know, spoof a scene from a movie and relate it to what's going on in the NFL at that time. So there's definitely areas that you could work your way into working on the creative side rather than just like, you know, cut and repeat content.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Crafty Corner, what is your go-to crafty setup?
Oh gosh. Well, actually, crafty is a part of my responsibility.
Okay, so you
I am the one
know
stocking
crafty.
the green room. Yeah.
Okay.
So I do get a lot of recommendations and sometimes dissatisfied customers with my choices.
Yeah.
But I mean, gosh, my go-to.
Your dream crafty setup.
Oh, you want like everything?
Yeah, or a few things like.
I love like a mix of like healthy and sweet. So like I'll take like pistachios, cashews, nuts, like granola bars. But I'll also take like the Sour Patch and like Reese's Pieces and like Kit Kat bars and like we have a ton of Rice Krispies in our snack cabinet right now. I don't know. I like a mix of everything because you never know what you want. So you gotta keep it stocked with everything, and everyone's got their own opinionated takes on what snacks we should have, and you just try and keep it stocked that makes everyone happy, you know.
What's your favorite crafty snack? Like if you saw it on a table, you're like, yes, we got that today.
Oh my gosh, I mean,
I love like the Dots like pretzel twists.
Those are good.
And I set up Crafty too when I work as a PA, and I like always, whenever I bring those, people are like, they got the Dots pretzels, and I'm like, I did my job. I did my job.
I don't know. I don't think I can pick one.
Okay, but I like your answer.
I like to switch it up.
Yeah, I like the healthy with the sweet. I love a Sour Patch. Cashews are great. Mm-hmm. Love it. Yeah. All right, so what is on your industry betrayal list? What's your industry ick?
Ooh, my industry ick. I would say this can be a very toxic industry at times. Mm-hmm. There's definitely a lot of entitlement and selfishness. Luckily, I don't have to deal with a lot of that, and I love the people I work with. But you definitely hear stories and you hear about it in terms of the wider industry. But I'd say more specifically, like working with talent, you know, there can be that sense of entitlement or hierarchy that, you know, they don't have to clean up after themselves, or you're just expected to, you know, pick up after them, that sort of thing. Yeah. Which is never fun. Like at the end of the day, you just want to be treated like humans, and like, obviously we're all there to do a job, but you know, there's a level of respect that you could have. So
yeah, definitely. Like entitlement.
Yeah. Luckily I haven't experienced that too much. But it definitely exists.
Totally. Yeah. So this is called Call Sheet Confessions. Josh, what is your call sheet confession?
I was lucky enough to work the Super Bowl, not this past year, but the year before that, where the Eagles absolutely destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs. Go Birds.
Yes.
One of the greatest days of my professional career. I still pinch myself thinking about it.
Yeah.
But my role for that was I was in the stadium during the game. I was an A2. So I basically had an extra mic pack on me and some spare batteries. And we were doing a live stream with Jameis Winston and Burt Kreischer, who were sitting in the stands above me. And basically, I just had to be on standby to swap their batteries out of their mic packs and be there to fix any technical issues that could arise during the game. Lo and behold, Burt Kreischer, one of his, you know, main bits is just taking off his shirt and like flinging it around.
Yeah,
That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
So at one point, I think the Eagles scored a touchdown, and he of course rips off his shirt, which had the microphone attached to it. He starts whipping it around, swinging it around, celebrating with fans.
Yeah.
It was awesome, but he broke the microphone. So in that moment, I had to run up through a sea of people celebrating the Eagles touchdown. I was also freaking out because it was like the Eagles had just scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But luckily I had a spare mic on me, so I just, swapped his mic out. But he did destroy that microphone.
Wow.
And
that's stressful. You're like, I'm so excited to go, but oh shoot, we gotta
I gotta go.
Yeah. That's a crazy moment.
Yeah. There's other stories like that, but I think, I don't know. In terms of call sheet confessions, like sometimes you just have to fake it till you make it. You know? Like you're never gonna know everything.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all still learning, especially me being so young in this industry. I learn things every day.
Right.
And it's definitely okay to accept that, but it's also okay to, try your hand at fixing a problem, without, help. So,
and I think being aware of your surroundings, like if you were like, got so hyped that you didn't even realize he broke the mic, like that would be really bad. Like just still being like aware at all times.
Yeah, that was really tough because I was like freaking out to even be at the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like a lifelong dream of mine to even just be in that
arena. Yeah.
Lo and behold, it's my favorite football team scoring touchdowns, destroying the other team. And it's like, I have to stay calm. I mean, my heart was beating through my chest that whole time.
Yeah.
Like I've never felt anything as exhilarating as that. But yeah, it was definitely a challenge to like, okay, I'm here to work. I have a job to do. I'm getting paid to be here. Let me do my job and yeah.
Yeah. So in another life, what would you be doing if you weren't working in sports media?
I'd probably be doing something music related, maybe music production.
Okay.
I like to produce music as a hobby.
What kind of music?
Just anything.
Okay.
It varies. It could be orchestral. It could be rap beats. It could be R&B. I've always really liked playing instruments as a creative outlet.
Yeah, I love that. That's really nice. Yeah. So for anyone that wants to do what you're doing and is looking for steps they can follow or advice or what they need to do to accomplish what you're doing now at Fox Sports, what would your advice be for them? Like, think of us on the Temple's Study Away program. Mm-hmm. What would you tell, like, your younger self?
Be someone people want to be around. Be a team player. Be collaborative.
Yeah.
Be yourself at the same time. Let your personality shine through. But I would say, like, pick up on certain skills. Listen in on conversations that people are having around you on set. If there's ever a term you don't understand, like, there's no shame in looking it up or asking. Yeah, it's like throughout my whole career, I've always done that, and I've not been afraid to ask questions and just show that I want to learn, I want to be here, and I want to work hard and contribute.
Yeah.
And I think if your mindset is to be a contributing asset to the team, then who wouldn't want to hire you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, Josh, are you living your dream? What's your dream job?
Am I living my dream? That's also a loaded question. I think so, but also there are days that definitely feel like work, and it doesn't feel like I'm living my dream. But then there are moments where you're at the Super Bowl with these crazy experiences, and it's like, okay, this is the dream.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I also think the dream is fluid for me. We'll see where I end up in 5 years' time and 2 years' time. Kind of keeping it open ended right now, but I love what I do, and I'm grateful to be able to do it. So.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that's the dream.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming on Call Sheet Confessions.
Thank you. This was so much fun.
I'm so glad we got to have you. Yeah. And another Temple alum.
I know. Go Owls.
Yes, go Owls. So is there anything, like, what's next for you? Anything you want to plug? Tell the people.
What's next for me? Let's see. The 2026 IndyCar season is about to start. I will be at a lot of those races, so I'm excited for that. The World Cup this summer. It's going to be historic. It's like over 100 matches all on Fox. So that'll be a whirlwind. Professionally, I'm trying to get my commercial drone license, which is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot of studying to do. So working on that. And that's about all I got.
Where can we find you? Where can we support?
You could follow me on Instagram at Boro Productions if you want to see some cool pictures. If you ever need an LA-based photographer, videography, hit me up. Subscribe to Call Sheet Confessions.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Josh, so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, so much for watching this episode of Call Sheet Confessions. Always remember to work hard and dream big. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. And may your call times be reasonable and your checks be on time. And like my Mimi always says, break a leg, but not really. See you next time.